Okay, we're in the direct mail section. We're making some great progress. With direct mail, you're going to find that I am a bit of a traditional soul. I will be, although I am all about systems, all about processes, all about leveraging my time. With direct mail, I may be letting you down because I don't have too many gadgets that are gonna benefit you from an automated standpoint. I will provide them, but I'm not gonna elaborate too much on them because with direct mail, it's become my bread and butter. And I think I attribute a lot of my success with that to doing the old pen and paper strategy. So you won't see too many gadgets here. You are going to be able to pull the information that you need to send the letters out and know by name who you're calling out. But I just think that there's such power in that handwritten letter, but more importantly, in that handwritten envelope. Because once I can at least get them to open that envelope, there's been enough intrigue to where they open that envelope. And I think that whatever's inside of that, the contents, I think it's going to draw them in enough, and there's going to be a compelling enough story to where they at least read it. They've already gone through that effort, and are going to glance at it at least and have my card in their hand. And yeah, maybe they're going to throw it away, but maybe they're not. Maybe they're not. Again, it's going to trigger their subconscious into the conscious, like, oh, this is a realtor. That little sneak, he did a handwritten envelope. Nobody's doing that. Oh, yeah, nobody's doing that. Let's see what this is about. So even if your letter is printed, that's fine. You got the, by having the envelope handwritten, you got them to open it. You drew their attention. You drew from that subconscious into the conscious of real estate, realtor, real estate agent. I have a home. I have investment properties. I'm renting. It draws them in. So that's my 2 cents. Now let's track these real quick and get into the mailing portion. All right, so since this involves me spending a little bit more money and spending a little bit more time, I do want to filter it down a little bit further. Let's see, a 6%er. Let's see, what other filter can we add right now? Ownership time. I want at least 10 years in that home, which if they're at 6%, most likely is happening. I want at least a 10 plus mortgage. Oh, no. And I want a property worth. Well, most of them are going to be residential already. Single family. As you can see, none of my stars are changing. Well, very few are changing. But where I want to be at is, let's see how many we get right here. I want to serve those properties that are at least 500. So we whittled it down to 18. That's not bad. Again, this is part of my daily ritual to where I send out a few, gets my brain going, gets my hand going, just goes into constant motion. So we have mail, we have email, we have texting, and a lot of the different strategies that you have going on, you can implement on a daily. You can have a set day. Whatever system you want to deploy, that's what you need to be doing. We're going to go to track. And on this one, if we wanted to save ourselves a lot of time, we can go ahead and do the printing of the label. I don't want to actually print it. Oh. Let's see the preview. There's all the properties. Now, there you can print it directly to an Avery label and put your own, print your own as well, print your return email, your return address, or handwrite it. I do highly encourage you doing handwritten as much as possible, but I understand everyone has different strategy, different time on their hands, and different methodologies. So that's how you can do the printing labels. Or you can just download the CSV, name what you've printed, and send it over to, for example, Vistaprint. They do pretty darn good job at their printing. So you get to design your card, you get to build the list, well, you get to upload the list that you want them to send it to, and they'll mail it for you. So it's as simple as that. If you wanted to automate everything, you just download that information. You design the card that you want to send them. If you want to send them a card, you build the list and they'll mail it for you. So that's vistaprint.com. If you go to click to mail, there you can do just an assortment of things. They'll do the mailing online. They'll sell you mailing lists, which you don't need at that point. Email to mail. Let's see, where is it? Full service, personalized direct mail, create or upload documents. So upload the letter that you want to send out, buy or upload and manage mailing lists. So you would just upload your mailing list, specify and automate incorporated data such as names. Yeah, it's optional. You're not going to be doing that. And you can send postcards, letters, booklets, flyers, reply mail, anything of that sort. So again, these are, you can use your own mailing service. Chances are you may already be doing it. So these are just two resources. I'm not going to expand too much beyond that because again, I'm not encouraging it all that much unless that's part of your strategy and you have the budget to go ahead and do that. At least you've saved so much more money by whittling down to people that are actually going to be taking action or highly likely to take action, to where you don't have to purchase those mailing lists. Some of them cost hundreds, some of them cost thousands of dollars, just depending at the volume that you're doing it. But here you're already getting so much information. You can download, you can print the mailing labels, you can do it yourself. If you have your own printer, if you have your own stamps, you can download everything, print it yourself, and you're in and out the door within an hour. You can have at least 100 mailers out. Maybe I'm being too exaggerated. Maybe I'm trying to. I don't do the automated version. Again, it's I do more of the handwritten, and if I'm running out of time, I'm only going to handwrite the envelope and not write the letter or the thank you card or some card within it. Again, I want to be different. So I don't send out too many. I send about 10 to 15, depending on the specific farm or region or neighborhood that I'm trying to stay within. So this isn't something that I do on mass. I've been very straightforward with that. You can certainly do that on mass, and you're still going to be saving so much money because you're sending it to targeted audiences that are likely to take action. But for me, I find the personal touch has worked out so well. I've gotten some positive reviews, some positive feedback, and people actually open my letter. So that is my methodology. So you went and saw how I filtered these, who I would be sending them out to. It works great if you have a designated farm that your buyers want to be in, or if you just want to be known in the neighborhood and really establish your firm hold on that neighborhood. Continue to send them letters. Send them letters in an automated way or send them letters in a personalized way. You at least want to be sending letters every 3 to 4 times a year at minimum. You want to stay out in front of them. it is going to cost you money. It is going to cost you time. But at the end of the day, you're establishing your brand. You're establishing yourself as the authority. It only takes one time for them to retain that letter and store it away. I see some real estate agents putting magnets inside of their envelopes, and that way they just have them. They can put that magnet up on their fridge, staying on top of mind. There's different strategies. Again, it only takes one piece of mail that the homeowner retains to where they call you back. So that's the direct mail. Again, nothing too sexy here. It's direct mail. You can certainly automate it as much as you want to where you're not touching the actual envelope. You just download here. You go over to Vistaprint, design your pretty postcard, and you send it that way, or you upload over here on Click to Mail. You upload your letter or your booklet or flyer, whatever you want to send out, and they'll take care of the rest. Of course, all of these are going to have a certain premium above the stamp and envelope and letter. So that is going to get, you are going to be more efficient with your time, but you are spending a little bit more to do so. So they're saving you time, you're paying them with money. Either way, wherever you fall on this, on the automated way or on the more personal way, that you have the tools in front of you. What I can safely say is with Remine, you're saving yourself so much money already because you don't have to go out and purchase these lists. They're already provided to you. And not only do you have the list available, you can whittle down and narrow down to exactly the audience that you want to target.